Now we will review how to add blog posts to the homepage and other pages. We will cover some of the different blog paragraph types and how to customize the display, such as replacing the blogs with more static posts such as promotional content. Again, a paragraph is just a modular piece of content that you can place onto any page like a Lego block. There are many paragraph types in OpenY which allow a lot of flexibility with the layout and design. We will cover other paragraphs in detail in other tutorials. For now, we will focus on covering the 5 default types of blog paragraphs. The 5 types of blog paragraphs are latest blog posts, latest blog post branch, latest blog post camps, blog post listing, and featured blog posts. The latest blog post is the blog paragraph on the homepage of a default OpenY site install. It has the title bar of what is happening at the Y. You can't currently change the name of this title bar for the latest blog post paragraph type. However, a bit later in this tutorial, we will show you how to replace this with a custom blog paragraph that does allow you to change the title bar and customize many more settings, such as having no title bar and selecting specific blog posts to display. By default, 6 blog posts are listed in a 2x3 configuration on desktop and stacked on mobile. Under the initial 6 blogs is a link to Load More. When Load More is clicked, it displays the next 6 blogs. By default, the blogs display in order of most recently created at the top. The exception would be if the Promoted to Homepage button is not clicked when editing or creating a blog post, under Promotion Options on the right-hand side of the Content Editing view. On the homepage and any other page, you can add or remove any or all of the paragraph content blocks. To remove the latest blog post paragraph from the homepage, make sure you are logged in at /user/login using your admin credentials. If you are following along at sandbox.openymca.org, the credentials are ADMIN and OPENY without any spaces. Once you have logged in, navigate to the homepage. At the top, there are 3 links in the middle that say View, Edit, and Delete. Click on Edit. This brings you to the configuration page for the homepage. Again, OpenY is a component-based design consisting of paragraphs as components. You can think of these as Lego blocks. For now, we are going to focus on removing the latest blog post paragraph. To do this, click on the content area to expand this element, and you can see the paragraphs listed here. The first paragraph in the content area is the latest blog posts. Click on the Remove button. You will be asked to confirm the removal to prevent accidental removal of any paragraph from the page. If you ever click on Remove by mistake, you can click on the drop-down and Restore. Because we are removing the latest blog post paragraph from the homepage in this example, click on Confirm Removal. Now scroll to the bottom of the page passing all of the other paragraphs and click on the blue button that says Save and Keep Published. You will be taken to the home page and see that the latest blog post paragraph is gone. Let's add the latest blog post paragraph back to the home page. Scroll back to the top of the page and hit Edit. Click on the content area again to expand this section and scroll all the way to the bottom of the content area. At the bottom, note the Add One Column button under a brief description of paragraphs. This is how we add a new paragraph to this page. Click on the arrow to the right of Add One Column, and you will see a list of all of the paragraph types. Scroll down to the Add Latest Blog Posts and click on it. Because this is for the home page, make sure you select the paragraph of latest blog posts that does not have the word locations or camps in it, as those behave slightly differently from the latest blog post paragraph for the home page. Let's make our change to the site live by clicking on the Save and Keep Published button. This takes us back to the home page. Now we can see what's happening at the Y and the latest blog post paragraph at the bottom of the content area. Next, let's move the latest blog post paragraph back to where it was originally, at the top of the content area. Scroll back up and click on the Edit button at the top of the home page to return to the page editor view. Click on the content area again to expand this section and scroll to the bottom of the page. The paragraph components can be reordered using a numeric system to set the hierarchy. If you do not see any numbers next to latest blog posts, scroll back up to the top of the content area and click on Show Row Weights. Then scroll back down to latest blog posts and you will see a drop-down number to the right of each paragraph component. The lower the number, the higher on the page the paragraph component should appear. Click on the drop-down number next to latest blog posts and select -1, which will make this paragraph move to the top of the page when it is saved and published. Now, click on Save and Publish to make these changes live on the site. Again, we are brought to the home page, and if we scroll down, we see the latest blog posts are back to where they were with our default install of OpenY. The next blog paragraph type is called Latest Blog Posts Branch. In a default OpenY install, a few sample branch location pages are created to show you the capabilities of OpenY. You can get to a location landing page by clicking on Locations in the navigation. Then, scroll down and you can click on the name of any branch. In this instance, we are looking at Downtown YMCA. The Latest Blog Posts Branch paragraph has a title bar at the top that always says what is new at with the name of the location as the last part of the title bar. Because I'm on the Downtown YMCA page, this is why it says what's new at the Downtown YMCA. You can't currently change the name of this title bar for the latest blog post branch paragraph type. However, a bit later in this video, I will show you how to replace this with a custom blog paragraph that gives you much more customization capability, such as changing the title bar, having no title bar, and selecting specific blog posts to display. By default, the latest 3 blog posts associated with this location are listed in a 3-across configuration on desktop and stacked on mobile. If we edit this page, we can see the latest blog post branch paragraph type if we expand the content area. Similar to the home page, we can move this paragraph anywhere we want on the page by clicking on the drop-down with the number to the right of the latest blog posts branch. The next blog paragraph type is called Latest Blog Post Camps. In a default OpenY install, a few sample camp location pages are created to show you the capabilities of OpenY. Again, you can get to a location landing page by clicking on Locations in the navigation. Then, scroll down and you can click on the name of any camp. In this example, we are going to click on Camp Coleman. The latest blog post camp paragraph has a title bar at the top that will always say what is new at, with the name of the location as the last part of the title bar. Because I'm on the Camp Coleman page, this is why it says what's new at Camp Coleman. You can't currently change the name of this title bar for the latest blog post camp paragraph type. However, a little bit later in this video, I will show you how to replace this with a custom blog paragraph that gives you much more customization capability, such as changing the title bar, having no title bar, and selecting specific blog posts to display. By default, the latest 3 blog posts associated with this location are listed in a 3-across configuration on desktop and stacked on mobile. In this example, you only see 2 blog posts as there are only 2 sample blogs in the OpenY default install that are associated with Camp Coleman. If we edit this page, we can see the latest blog post camp paragraph type under the content area. Similar to the home page, we can move this paragraph anywhere we want on the page by clicking on the drop-down with the number to the right of latest blog posts camp. The blog post listing paragraph type is the next type of blog paragraph we will review. The blog post listing is a way to show all of the blog posts on your site along with search capabilities that a customer can use to filter, sort, and find information by location and topic. A blog post listing paragraph is installed on the blogs page in a default OpenY site installation. It is the second paragraph type on this page. At the top of the blog post listing, it will say latest news and updates. Under this are the drop-downs to show stories for location, topic, and the ability to search by keyword. The blogs appear in a 3-thumbnail wide by 2-thumbnail high view on desktop and in a stacked view on mobile. Clicking on Load More will load additional blogs. Blogs appear here based on the published date, with the most recent blog appearing at the top. The filter and search controls for the blog post listing paragraph use JavaScript so that the page does not reload when a search is performed or filter selections are made. For example, if we search for food, you can see the blog posts that are referencing food. There is not currently the ability to change the display of the title bar for latest news and updates, or the text for filters within the content editor. If we edit this page, we can see the blog post listing paragraph type in the content area. Similar to the home page, we can move this paragraph anywhere we want on the page by clicking on the drop-down with the number to the right of the latest blog post branch. The featured blog post paragraph is highly customizable. You can see the featured blog post example at the top of the blog's page. In this example, the title bar says Featured Stories, and unlike the other blog paragraph examples, we can edit this title display. In this example, we see 3 blog posts. The blogs that appear here, the number that appear, and the order that they appear are all completely customizable. Let's edit this page so you can see how featured blog posts work. expand the content area by clicking on the title Content. You will see the Feature Blog Post paragraph at the top of the content area. In the Feature Blog Post paragraph, the headline is the title bar copy that appears on the page. You can change the headline to anything you want, or you can leave it blank if you don't want a title bar. As you can see here, there are 3 blog posts listed in the default sample. These are Mood-Boosting Foods, Grown-Up Fun and Adult Sport Leagues, and Don't Let Summer Sneak Up on Your Family. There is also space for an additional blog post. This field is a type-ahead search field that searches among all your blog posts. If we want to add a blog post called Camp Coleman Stories, all we need to do is type camp. And then we can select Camp Coleman Stories. If we want to add more blog posts, we can simply click on Add Another Item. Let's add the blog post about water workouts by typing water. Now we will select Add a water workout to your routine. Let's scroll down and click on Save and Keep Published. As you can see here, the 2 new blog posts we added are now appearing. Let's return to editing this page to show how to remove blogs or change the order they appear in the Feature Blog Post paragraph. Again, this paragraph appears under Content on the blog page. If we want to remove a blog post from the Featured Blog Post paragraph, we just highlight the text and press Delete on our keyboard. To see our changes live on the site, we can scroll down and click on Save and Keep Published. As you can see, the water workout blog post is now gone. Let's return to the editing view to reorder the display of these blogs and put Camp Coleman Stories as the first post in the list. Under the content area, return to the featured blog posts. To the right of Camp Coleman Stories, select the drop-down number and set it to -1. Now, scroll down and click on Save and Keep Published to make this change live on the site. Now, Camp Coleman Stories is the first post that displays in the featured blog paragraph as it has the lowest weight number.